Y'all, they say it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Well, on here, it's 5 o'clock today. Like 5 o'clock right now. When you frying up chicken and you tell that chicken, get in the pan. You mean get in the pan right now. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Ollie, oxen free. LA, are you there? Present. I am here. Now the sound y'all gonna hear in the background is my doggone fan. Today it sounds louder than normal. It must be one of those days where computers are on high beam, meaning far as hearing, because it seems to be picking up every little thing in the background. All last week I did an audio check. I hardly heard the fan. I had the fan on turbo. It was like, oh. And when I did the audio testing to see how things are doing, it was like, I'm like, okay, fine. Today, I check. It is a Taco Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025. I have the fan on the same volume. And now it's like, I'm not crazy. And I know that when I turn on these microphones already being on. Shouts out to everybody who's coming in, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. AI, let's get real. No need to monitor LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. I'm not threatening. I am not a threat. Let's just stop. Please stop filtering out to see if I'm gonna say something crazy. Let's get this show on the road. Computer, what's going on? Good morning to you. What's going on, Chile? Hi, first in the chat. It's nice to see you. I was talking to my audience of 1,000 people saying that the computer's on one today, and it's picking up everything in the background. It's crazy. And I had to wash my computer screen. What should I say? My Android phone. It was blurry. I'm like, why you want to be blurry this morning? All the times I wiped this phone down with triple threat Windex to get the glossy shine on my Android. You talk about is blurry. How was that possible for my Android screen to be blurry already? You know, ain't nobody got time for all that. Thank you everybody for coming in, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day as what's not Rumpelstiltskin. Y'all, I was about to call him Rumpelstiltskin. Y'all, what's that man's name? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Doggone it. What's that man's name? It's Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. That's a crying shame. He is not no Rumpelstiltskin. What's going on, Chile, Bing Bong, and Random Dude? How you guys doing today? Thank you for coming in. I'm just warming up. I just pushed the live button 4 minutes ago. Happy morning to you guys, or should I say for some of you who checking in from the other half of the world, good night to some of y'all. Isn't that dope? The world's so big, it's running on 2 time zones. It seems like the world is bigger than what they're saying. It seems like the world should be sectioned off into 4 time zones. I mean, when you get a pizza, when they first cut it, they cut it into 1, and then they cut it into 2, making it 4 pieces, right? The world is big as that. I think this should be 4 time zones, but who you telling? I'm not a scientist. I'm just a sad, lowly cow grazing on grass, talking to you fine humans. NASA don't want nothing to do with me but to carry the blame that I'm the cause for global warming and the impending doom, the alleged impending doom of planet Earth. I'm just gonna be a cow, eat grass, and talk to you cool people this morning. NASA don't want nothing to do with me. I sure, that's sure. NASA people, send your girl a t-shirt. They were like, we're not sending you anything. You talk about us so bad. Excuse me? I don't want to hear either, guys, who sends us, what is it, GMO bologna sandwiches. Why you got a GMO bologna sandwich? Come on, it's bologna. How much more worse can you make the meat? Yeah, today on the lunch menu, guys. By the way, welcome back to school. On the menu, we're gonna have GMO bologna sandwiches or your choice of GMO grilled cheese sandwiches. You only get one choice of milk. We're all out of chocolate milk. Well, technically, we're not all out of chocolate milk. It's just too expensive because the tariffs. You poor children. I'll be crying. I'm like, I cannot do this. I cannot do this. Good morning, guys. Oh my gosh. We've got a lot of people in the chat today. Man, the Lax Man, what's going on, Prod? Yo, let me get the survey in the chat this fine morning. I see that my audio is going along pretty well. And today it seemed like the camera put on, so got me looking heavy. Let me zoom back. I tell you, man, it's like certain days the cameras get assigned certain things. Today I want the audio to be, I want you to be able to hear everything that's going on in the background day. And also I want today the cameras to be out of focus because we need NASA to have more energy to run all the Wi-Fi stuff. So we're gonna lower down the strength of you guys' streaming platform just a little bit. You won't notice because we have to put some energy over to the NASA people. I think she's telling the truth. Sit down, you're gonna scare my people away. Dog. So let me see here. Let me get the survey in here. I have a question. Today I'm going to be talking about Hamburger Helper. And does Hamburger Helper really make for a great meal? We're going to find out today in this wonderful morning. Good morning, all of you guys. My name is LA, pronounced like LA like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you for coming in, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Let's totally get the likes up. You guys are in here. Might as well please press the like. Now, let me get that out of there. Push in poll. That wasn't supposed to go up just yet. Let me put this in here. Ask question. Push that. And do you think Hamburger Helper makes... Do you think Hamburger Helper makes a great there? And it's that start poll. Do you think Hamburger Helper really makes a great meal? Yes or no? We gonna find out today. Come back, girl. I don't know who you are, but we're here. What's going on, Prod, Texas? It looks like it's Prod, period, and then the last name of your user handle reminds me of a calculator. You know those calculators that the smart math people use, like the Texas Instrument calculators. They'd be like TI 1000, TI 95,000, TI 10 billion calculators. That's what your name reminds me of. Are you a calculator? Ladies and gentlemen, we have an actual calculator in the chat. I told you this world is unique and we're not just sharing it with humans. We got a calculator in the Heezy, an actual calculator dropping down, talking to us. See, life is a wonderful, amazing place. It's all about how you frame it. And with these special glasses, you too can frame the way you see the world. You don't want no more rose-colored glasses. What you need is a pair of these right here. Music Soul Child, I Just Want to Sing glasses. Coming out with his reprise CD / album / record and so on. I tell you, man. Thank you guys for coming in today. I have my audio check doing great. I can take these earmuffs off. Woo. There. TM88. Thank you for coming in and welcome. I know you guys are going back on your regularly scheduled broadcast, and your regularly scheduled broadcast is taking the children to work, possibly. Yeah, work. School is their work. So you're taking the kids to work, aka also known as school. You are either taking them to the bus terminal to be, waiting for the bus. Then you have to get yourself ready. Oh my gosh. Yesterday was Labor Day. I hope you guys, if you're into that, had a great Labor Day. There was a girl on yesterday. She was sad because she said, today, meaning yesterday, was her last day of summer vacation. I felt her pain. I feel so sorry for her. I was like, girl, I've been through that too. I'm so sorry. I feel your pain. But here we are, live and in color, having a good time on a Taco Tuesday. And we've got Mimi in the house. Thank you for coming in. I believe me. Ah, that's dope. Moo, 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 moo. We have to translate the me's to moo, moo, moos. Moo, 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 moo. Ah, yes. And welcome to another glorious show of the Morning Moo with Elay TV. On Mondays and Tuesdays, you get me in the cow suit. Monday Moo. Welcome in. Tuesday, I'm in the ladybug costume or / onesie, and I'm exploring the YouTube Bible, where I go over all the ever-changing rules in YouTube. I tell you, every time I turn around YouTube, I'm waking up to a YouTube notification saying, we updated something else. I'm like, wow, really? How do you expect us to keep up? So having said that, I devoted, as of now, for Wednesdays to be me going over the YouTube, exploring the YouTube Bible. And number 3, on Thursdays, I show up as myself in regular clothes, and it's Random Thursday, so that's the day things will probably, it could get heavy or it could be lighthearted. It all depends on what I want to talk about on that day. And Friday, your boy Hercules the Shark comes on for a scheduled time slot of 30 minutes. He's on for a half hour. A whole actual shark comes on the platform on Fridays. Hercules the Shark Fish Fry Fridays. It's awesome. The dude is nuts. He's back by popular demand because Moo wanted him to return, and so did my family and friends. Family and friends. We have Angel in the Heezy. What's going on, sweaty guy? What's going on? You're back in the Heezy. We've got Orlando in the house. How Moo do it? Wouldn't that be cool and cute if Wendy Williams was like, how Moo do it? Shout out to Wendy Williams continuing the fight. Wendy Williams is awesome. So I want to tell her a shout out. I have my cereal today in my Batman bowl. And for my drink of choice, it's water. Like I said yesterday, I used drinking my coffee as a reward. So after I got off the live stream yesterday, shouts out to everybody who showed up yesterday morning for the live stream and the replay game. You guys, we hit 2K. That is amazing. 2,000 people showed up yesterday hanging out with me, aka the Cool Peeps. Had a nice long live stream. I talked about Dollar Tree and Uber Eats, and I intentionally knew that particular topic was gonna I was gonna be on a long time, because you guys saw me actually doing the research trying to figure out what in the world was going on. But thank you guys for participating. Yesterday we hit another goal. Everything's looking great now for me. Like, even more great. I'm sticking to the plan and I'm moving forward. If it's so possible, can you please put some likes in the chat if you so desire? It means a lot, and it's really been helping. We've hit our goal and I'm done. Far as me personally, I hit my personal goal of 5K subs. Everything else beyond that is extra, and I'm thankful for every last moment of it. I have personal goals, and it's nice to be able to get to them. Perhaps maybe I can share this link on Facebook before I get started. I know we have passed the 10-minute mark and it's time to do the cows in the chat song, but before I do that, I want to not forget something. That's the whole reason. I don't want to forget something, so let me see what's right here. Lighting, create highlight. No, I don't want to do that. It's nice seeing all these little added features they have on YouTube live stream now. Eventually they'll catch up with TikTok, but by the time they do that, it might be too late. So let me get my thing set up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals, artificial intelligence, and all living, breathing things here on planet Earth. It is time for the Cows in the Chat song. Here in the Cows in the Chat song, I sing a little song. We put cows in the chats, animal emojis in the chats, or your favorite emojis in general in the chats. And it goes a little bit like this. Harmonica, please. Boo. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Moo. Cows in the chat. Calls in the chat. Cows in the chat. Calls in the chat. Moo. Cows in the chat. Calls in the chat. I am placing cows in the chat to celebrate cows. And here on Elay TV, I like to apologize from the bottom of my heart. I am utterly sorry that the science people, also known as the NASA people and the government people, have placed the blame of global warming on these precious bovine, also known as cows. I guess they ran out of people to blame, so they're placing the blame on you cows. Here at Elay TV, we like cows. They're cute and precious and sweet. Isn't it obvious? And I want to just apologize sincerely. I think that it will be fine time for the science people to do us a solid and apologize for tearing up this planet. And as a token of apologizing, I think they should go into their labs and bring the unicorn. So I think they should bring the unicorn. I'm going to put unicorns in the chat. Science people, we need, here on planet Earth, we need you guys. We need an apology. We're sorry for tearing up the world. We know we really messed up. It's a lot of things you got to deal with. Here's a unicorn. And you know what else they need to bring back, y'all, since they're always whipping up stuff like GMO hamburgers and GMO hot dogs? On this platform here, I also request that they go in the lab and whip us up a strawberry cow. What's so hard to ask about that? Shouts out to the strawberry cow. Moo, moo, moo. Moo. We need a strawberry cow, science people. You tore up this planet and you making us have to deal with your mistakes. At least you can give us a unicorn and a strawberry cow. That is the morning mood segment for us. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Moo. Cows in the chat. Calls in the chat. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm not going anywhere. We're just getting started. I just did the part where we put cows in the chat, animal emojis in the chat, and or your favorite animal emojis in general in the chat. The Cows in the Chat song is pretty darn cool, and it's pretty darn catchy. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you for coming in. My internet is good, but it always disconnects me when playing Roblox. Yeah, I understand that too. I've heard that during the height of the summertime, I had a few followers in here who were who were gaming on Roblox at the same time while listening to me. So they will have to go in and out because of that same thing. That's cool. You're having me in mind while you're on there. Thank you for doing that. It means a lot. What's going on, McNaughty? Good morning to you and you. Having a good time. Yeah, it was cool because it was like 2 or 3 kids they were on and they were gaming at the same time, and so they had their own conversation within the chat talking about games and stuff. It was fine by me. But I can't say this when I was online playing Roblox, honestly, and I was trying to listen to YouTube in the background on the same device. I had the same issue. So what I had to do was just have rest in peace my desktop computer. My desktop computer needs to be fixed. But when I play Roblox on my desktop computer, right? So I have my Android phone and my earpiece in, and I'm listening to YouTube while I'm on Roblox. So I had to do it that way. You might have to use 2 different devices in order for it to work. What's going on, Sabri? So, having said that, that's all I have for you as far as helpful tips and what I do to move around into there. I'll wait for the survey to build a little bit more. Today's topic is Hamburger Helper. I was like, what am I going to talk about today? There's so many wonderful things to talk about. I know, Hamburger Helper. So, excuse me, and please, while I pull up my tab from Google and set up the question, I want to know first the history of Hamburger Helper. Now, once upon a time, do I have this story correct? Didn't the Hamburger Helper guy make a noise like the Pillsbury Doughboy? I thought he did. I honestly thought back in the day, the Hamburger Helper guy also went like the Pillsbury Boy guy. Unless the Pillsbury Dough character and the Hamburger Helper character were voiced by the same person. Maybe we'll find that out today. But let me put this down in here. History. The history of Hamburger Helper. Boy, if they serve that at school for lunch, man, that would be so awesome. History of Hamburger Helper. I don't know if any of you guys are around this time last year, but I had I was talking about cornflakes, and boy, that seemed more, the history of Kellogg's cereal seemed more like a horror story than a victorious story, because I'm like, maybe I should have read this history of Kellogg's brand during Halloween, because the place was birthed out of a sanitarium, and the sanitarium back at that time was basically known as the insane asylum. I'm like, you mean to tell me this wonderful cereal came out of here? Whew, maybe that's something I'll know for future reference. I do have my notebook with me, also known as a 3-ring binder. Y'all, I took several notes yesterday when I was talking about Dollar Tree and Uber Eats. And I'm glad I took my time, because I did not go back over my notes to fill anything in, because I had to move to the next project after getting off my live stream. It's one thing after the other in a good way. So I can tell you that much for sure. It's a nice afternoon in the Philippines. Dude, welcome in from the Philippines. How are you? That's amazing. It is, let me look at the time. For me, it's 5:25 a.m., just a half hour in, and like natural clockwork, I'm actually about to get started with today's topic. I said hello to everyone. I filled in saying the schedule, what I'm doing Monday through Friday, and we did the Cows in the Chat song, right? I'm glad you're doing great. So here's my notes here, and I'm talking about Hamburger Helper. Hamburger Helper. TOPIC. I'm thinking about getting a little table right here so I can have something a little more sturdy for my notes. It's 5:26 p.m. in the Philippines. That's cool. It's practically almost dinner time for you guys. So at 5:30 over here, Cartoon Network, regular cartoons would have gone off. They go off at 5, and Cartoon Network Adult Swim comes on at 5 p.m. That means usually they'll roll right into the King of the Hill cartoon. It seems like they'll play King of the Hill for like the first hour. And one time during summer, I liked when Cartoon Network, after the regular shows went off on Cartoon Network at 5 p.m., every once in a while during the middle of summer vacation, they played Checker Pass. And Checker Pass, they played cartoons like from the late 90s, early 2000s. They would play Ed, Edd and Eddy, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Dexter's Laboratory before an hour, and then they would roll into Adult Swim. I'm going to have to make a separate video talking about Cartoon Network, because I have a bone to pick with Cartoon Network. But we're here talking about the morning moo. I roll. Let me keep moving. So my topic today is the history of Hamburger Helper. No, not the history of Hamburger Helper. Does Hamburger Helper make a really good meal? Hamburger. I'm writing it down. HAMBURGER. Helper. Make a great meal. There, I wrote it down. Thanks for your patience. Spam. Are you gonna use that as spam, or is that your dumpster fire? We talked about this all here, the cool peeps and I. We were like, it can be interchangeable. It could be a spam can or a dumpster fire. Orlando, what are you using it as today? A dumpster fire or a can of spam? Disgruntled spam. The cue the Michael Jackson song. Go for it, go for it. Spam. He don't say jam, he say spam. Hee-hee-hoo, sit down. Never mind him. He's always in the way. Let me see here. So I typed it in here, the history of Hamburger Helper, for my personal inquiry. Shouts out to AI Overview. Hamburger Helper was created by General Mills and introduced nationally in 1971. Oh my goodness, I didn't know Hamburger Helper was out that long. Dog. I'm already learning something. Hamburger Helper was created by General Mills and introduced nationally in 1971 in response to a meat shortage and rising beef prices during a difficult economic period. Wow. So it seems like Hamburger Helper, good old Hamburger Helper, was birthed out of a hard time situation. I'm going to read more. Let me switch my windows around so I can see more comfortably. Move my window here. So you stop that computer. You pay attention to what you're doing. And let me see if I have enough room to squeeze these in here. I found it. Moving forward. The next thing I want to do is pull this over here so I can read everything. There. The box dinner, which featured a dried starch like pasta and a sauce packet, really, allowed customers to stretch a pound of beef into a healthy, affordable one-pan meal. Okay. The product's convenience resonated with the public, quickly making it a staple. The family staple, Hamburger Helper and Spam. I don't know if you should mix the two together, but we're gonna find out. The product's convenience resonated with the public, quickly making it a staple. In 1977, guys, come on, the brand introduced this iconic mascot, a white glove known as Lefty. He has a name, y'all. And in 2013, come on, the name was shortened to Helper. In 2022, General Mills sold the brand to Eagle Foods. Wow, that was a lot right there to learn. So I have today's topic, does Hamburger Helper make a great meal? And the next thing I have, the history of Hamburger Helper. I'm already learning a lot. The history of Hamburger Helper. I might have to take my paper out of here so I have more room. And at the same time, while I'm writing these notes on here, I'm taking my time to write them. It's so I can come back. When I come back, I know what I'm reading. So, the history of Hamburger Helper by way of AI overview. AI overview. Excellent. And for my convenience, I'm going to remove a few loose leaf pages out of my binder. And I'm going to put it on my clipboard so I can have a better writing. You guys, I've been saying this for over a month now, how when I'm on here and I'm basically doing the study with me, I was doing like a 2-in-1, not pushing myself to write fast, and intentionally practicing my writing so it can be nice and neat, and it's coming around. My handwriting is less sloppy, it's nice and neat like how it used to be when I was, you know, in school and stuff. It's nice and neat and pretty. So I'm happy about that. It causes me to have self-control, meaning it can feel, I was feeling some type of way, like when I would write my notes, I would be worried like I might lose a portion of my audience because I'm taking my time to write my notes. But that helps strengthen me up too, because I'm like, well, I'm trying to have legible handwriting. Number 2, not feel pressured. And number 3, keep moving forward. And it's working out. I'm getting stronger in that area. So I'm happy about that. Thank you guys for coming in. Wow, welcome back in. How the moo are you? I'm doing turbo-tastic. Shout out to the Wreck-It Ralph movie. The Wreck-It Ralph movie came on yesterday, part 1 and 2. So yeah, I'm doing turbo-tastic. Thank you for coming in, Dang. We've got Dang in the heezy. I like the what is it, your logo? That's really cool. I'm talking about Hamburger Helper right now, and I'm gonna keep moving forward. Just in this paragraph alone, it says so many things that caught my attention. Like, for example, I had no idea that Hamburger Helper was introduced in 1971. I actually thought Hamburger Helper came out when I was born. You know, I think everybody has that moment when they're born. They think that's when everything happens. It's just the natural thing that I think we all realize. I'm like, I thought this came out when I was born. No, sweetheart, that was out like 40, 50 years before you, but it's still here today. Oh, well, what came out when I was here besides me, honey? That's it. Oh, okay. Man, so I'm actually writing that down. So General Mills introduced nationally Hamburger Helper in 1971. 1971 Hamburger Helper. Hamburger Helper, H-A-M-H 1971 hamburger. Hamburger Helper was introduced nationally. I'm going to read some more. It's telling more for us. The origins and initial success, a response to the economy. Okay. Hamburger Helper was launched during a challenging economic time in the early 1970s. Come on, sit down. Marked by a beef shortage and high meat prices. Yeah, just blame it on the cows again. Y'all hear that? How they threw that in there? Blame it on the beef shortage. Now they saying cows was the... How can I take that? That's a backhanded compliment. As a fellow spokesman of our bovine today on Taco Tuesday, they're going to kind of backhand compliment us and say basically Hamburger Helper was made because it was a beef shortage. I don't know how to take that. After this meeting, I'm going to have a private meeting with my fellow bovine and be like, do we need to boycott Hamburger Helper? Hamburger Helper was launched during a challenging economic time in the early 1970s, marked by a beef shortage and high meat prices. Sure. One pan solution. One pan! The core concept was to create a convenient one-pan meal using a pound of ground beef, milk, and water, plus contents of the box. Do y'all add milk to y'all Hamburger Helper, or y'all just add water? Add a little more seasoning and you're good to go. National debut. After an initial West Coast launch in late 1970, the product rolled out nationally in 1971 with 5 flavors, including beef noodle, potato stroganoff, rice oriental, and chili tomato. How are you doing, Husband DeBorman? Thank you for coming in. It's too crazy. Sit down. You gonna scare away my beautiful people. Oh, I wish they come pick you up. Instant hit. The product was an immediate success. An immediate success. With 27% of American households purchasing it in its full year. Now, in the past life, I would have been one of those 27% people standing in a line trying to get all the boxes of Hamburger Helper. I'm like, get back! I said, get back! These are all mine! I don't know if I would have made it back then. My imagination would have been just too strong for them people who live the most simple of life. They probably would have strapped me up effective immediately in a special jacket that holds me close with padded walls and a juice box. I'm so glad I'm born right here, right now. And I know y'all know what I mean. Oh yeah, I know you know what you mean. You most certainly weren't born today. I cannot with you right now. National debut, instant hit, brand evolution and changes. What could they evolve into? What more could they evolve into? The helping hand mascot. Now, you know this reads differently now since I know the movie is not called Keanu, but the dude who played it is named Keanu Reeves. Somebody help me. And it's not called Constantine. What is the name of that movie? They've got the Bowery. Oh my goodness, dude, John Wick. So, the helping hand mascot. After watching John Wick, seeing the word helping hand, it's a whole nother difference because remember, was it John Wick Part 2, the ballet dancer? She helped John Wick, and that the people came in and was like, Basically, you helped John Wick put your hands out. They stuck her in the hands with the sword. They were like, ah! And her hands were bleeding. She's like, okay, it wasn't that bad. You know, she had the same face. But those of y'all who watched John Wick saw the ballet lady get her hands cut open with the sword. The sword went through and through. So when I'm thinking about Hamburger Helper and the helping hand mascot, I'm wondering if under this labeling of brand evolution and changes, if Hamburger Helper joined the dark side, and if he's that type of helping hand now. Hamburger Helper! Cue creepy music. Makes a great meal. Dun dun dun. Like, mommy, I don't want that anymore. I don't want Hamburger Helper. He's scary. Hamburger Helper now has eyebrows. Oh, put that down, honey. We're not buying that anymore. Hamburger Helper has eyebrows. I don't want no parts of that. That's so natural. So brand evolution and changes. The helping hand mascot. The brand's well-known mascot. Kinda Lefty, the four-finger white glove with a face. Now that sounds a little... Ooh. Jemima-ish. Moving forward. Abort. The four-finger white glove with the face debuted in 1977 to personify the product and boost sales. Personify. What are you saying in here, dang? The fact that you connected Hamburger Helper to John Wick is amazing. The answers are out there, Morpheus. All you have to do is use the eyes of Oracle. They are still in the sandwich bag, according to the Matrix movie. Oh! I got Oracle's eyes off of the black market, so I see everything now. Y'all need to come in here, because I have all the answers. I have Oracle's eyes. I bought them from the sandwich bag from the black market. So, yeah, you know, this car right here know how to make the connections. Moving forward. I'm glad you figured that out. See, I think we might be on the same level. Also, there is an actual hand in that glove. Or is it just an empty glove? Well, in every life, a little rain must fall on the just and the whatever alike. I think, my friends, what we are witnessing now in the evolution of change and tariffs, the glove is empty. There's only one glove that can be a glove, and it's Michael Jackson's glove. Oh, Now that's a whole nother story. The fight between Michael Jackson's glove and Hamburger Helper, it ended violently. That's one of the reasons Michael Jackson not here. He basically lost the bet. But hey, since I have the eyes of the Oracle, y'all need to come to me. I tell you what you need to know. It's crazy out here in Hollywood. Moving forward. The brand's well-known mascot Lefty, the four-finger white glove, white face, debuted in 1977 to personify, well, the product and boost sales. Name change. In 2013, General Mills shortened the brand's name to just Helper. Now, I don't understand how they shortened the name, because they told us in the first paragraph that his name was Lefty. So how in the world is shortening up the name to Helper any different? So did Hamburger Helper have a first and last name? I don't know. Because according to AI Overview, the glove was named Lefty. Lefty. That's 5 letters. And then in the second paragraph, comma. In the name change in 2013, General Mills shortened the brand's name to just Helper. Helper. That's 6 letters. How in the H, who in the H, and what in the HIJKLMNOP is going on in the Heezy? What's going on in the Heezy? That's not a name shortened. Y'all done made it longer by 1 letter. One shiny letter. One shiny letter. Shouts out Luther Vandross. A hoo shooba da hooba hooba. A hooba hooba hooba. Moving forward. This isn't making any sense. No wonder folks running around here like they lost their minds. They don't know the difference between shortening up a name and adding a letter on. It's something else in that Hamburger Helper. Product line expansion. Q Tyrese, what more do you want from me? What more could you want? The brands that they have already are good enough for me. I was born in the small town. I was raised in the small town. That's a nice song, and I wish I knew the rest of the words. But moving on, they told me Hamburger Helper started off with beef noodle, and that seemed like the only one I know. I haven't got tired of that one. I don't feel no ways tired about beef stroganoff. Super cool. What's going on? It is what it is today. We are talking about Hamburger Helper. And does Hamburger Helper really make a great meal? Morpheus, Neo. Stick with me and I will guide you to the light. Because I have the eyes of Oracle. I got them on eBay when they had them in the sandwich bag. And what was that? Matrix 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who knows? I got them. Super cool renders in the Heezy. Thank you guys for coming in. So they have beef noodle as of 1970. Potato stroganoff. Rice oriental. Now I don't know what that had to do with Hamburger Helper. Now, if they're going to discontinue something, it needs to be that. No shade. It just don't make sense. It's called Hamburger Helper. What rice have to do with it? Q, Tina Turner. Yo, what's rice got to do with it? Got to do with it. I know that's right. What's rice but a second-hand emotion? Hey, I know. That's right. And then Chile tomato. Moving forward in the brand evolution of Hamburger Helper, making a great meal. Thank you guys for voting down in the survey. I'll get to it shortly. We have 9 cool peeps who have participated in the Hamburger Helper survey, whether or not Hamburger Helper makes a good meal or no. No. Does it make a good meal or no? Does it make a good meal or no? No. Y'all need to sign me. Nope. I sign myself. I don't sign myself. Forget that. Okay, so let me see where we are on this Hamburger Helper evolution. Product line expansion. Y'all ready for this? I'm not even ready for this. I'm a little nervous. Flouncy Pigglesworth in the Heezy. Welcome back. Welcome in. Good morning to you. Long time no see. Good evening to you. Long time no see. We have Flouncy Pigglesworth in the house, and we have Dang in the Heezy. That's D-A-N-G. Dang, 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 dang. Over the years, the brand expanded beyond beef to include Tuna Helper. I say, what now? I said Tuna Helper. I don't think I'll be able to make it through this. That sounds repulsive. Tuna Helper and Chicken Helper, and broaden its offerings to include rice and other starches. Now, this article isn't reading correctly because it told me, to which I'm telling you, that in let me see here, in 1970, when Hamburger Helper made their national debut, they already came out with beef noodle, potato stroganoff, rice oriental, and chile tomato. So how come down here in brand evolution and changes, they're talking about some over the years? Oh, I get it now. The brand expanded beyond beef. Y'all ever have Hamburger Helper, the tuna kind? Oh my gosh. Where is my... Let me find my emoji in here real quick. Let me see something. I'm getting ready to type something into the chat. Dude, come on, emojis, don't fail me now. I need you now for self-expression. Have you guys had the... Have you guys tried... I'm typing. Tried the hamburger, Hamburger, Hamburger Helper tuna? That is like, that don't even make sense. It's tuna, the Hamburger Helper tuna. It don't make sense. How do they even call it anything? It's like, if they put tuna with it, it changes the whole narrative of Hamburger Helper. How is it Hamburger Helper if they made a tuna one? The goal of this was to help people save money. I don't understand. I need to look this up. I'm lost. As smart as I am, I am baffled over how Hamburger Helper could make a tuna meal. Because the whole goal of Hamburger Helper, according to AI Overview's notes, thank you AI Overview, Hamburger Helper was born because us cows, they said they ran out of beef. So Hamburger Helper was made. So why y'all want to start dabbling around into the fish market if y'all said folks was too poor back then? Sounds like the Hamburger Helper people was getting greedy. I'm getting ready to ask AI Overview for some Tuna Helper. So was it just called straight up Tuna Helper? Or did they say Hamburger Helper presents and then parentheses Tuna Helper? How did they package that? How in the world did Hamburger make Tuna Helper? Let me ask that now. I'm waiting for the answer to load up. We might be running out of fish. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. See, what is it? Not Sea World. Yeah, shouts out to Sea World. But what's that place called? Red Lobster. They have something now where you can DoorDash your Red Lobster. Oh yeah, you know how many people probably gonna be DoorDashing Red Lobster now? I feel so sorry for the fish. Shouts out to Hercules the shark, our boy Hercules on Elay TV. I bet he's got something to talk about in reference to that. Man, so I asked AI Overview in reference, how did they make Hamburger Helper a Tuna Helper? And it says here, the Hamburger Helper brand expanded to include Tuna Helper after the initial success of its ground beef based meals. What do they mean? Okay, I get it. But when I'm reading it, it sounds funny because we all know that the meat don't come with the Hamburger Helper. But as it reads on here, one would think that the meat comes with the Hamburger Helper. The Hamburger Helper brand expanded to include Tuna Helper after the initial success of its ground beef-based meals. Instead of a strange mixing of meat and fish, the company developed a separate line of pasta and sauce mixes for canned tuna, following a similar and proven formula. So, all I'm waiting for now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is Spam Burger Helper. I had so many notes to write, and I'm just flying off the rail. I cannot make this stuff up, man. Spam Burger Helper makes a great meal. Let me look for the emoji. I have to find it. The one that looks like a dumpster fire and also spam. I have to put that in there. Let me look for it. Thank you guys for coming in, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Welcome to the morning moo with Elay TV. I'm here to help you power through your work week. Next, they need Spam Burger Helper. Spam Burger Helper makes a great meal. I spelled that wrong. Let me fix it. B-U-R-G-E-R Helper. There we go. It's early yet. Let me see. H-E-L-P-E-R. And let me find my laughing emojis. Where are you laughing emojis? Here we are. Next they need Spam Burger Helper. I had to type that in there because that's funny. I would not be surprised if they have Tofu Burger Helper since they're in this feeling in the spirit of inventing, you know. Where's my ink pen at? I don't want to start misplacing those. Here's one. Okay. So I have 1971 Hamburger Helper was introduced nationally. So for those of you who are just now coming in, we are talking about Hamburger Helper. Hamburger Helper was introduced in 1971, y'all, in response to a meat shortage and rising beef prices, during a difficult economic period. Now I'm figuring out this whole thing about the Tuna Hamburger Helper, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to make some sense out of it, and I'm doing a great job. So it says here in reference to the Tuna Helper, the key factor in Tuna Helper creations were, I'm going to, let me see, stop it right there, pick back up on the Tuna Helper. I want to finish up. What in the sanitize is going on? Yes, I'm going back to the Hamburger Helper topic to finish that out, because it's just a little bit left. We are covering right now the brand evolutions and changes of Hamburger Helper. Tuna Casserole Helper. How many Hamburger Helpers are there? Wait a minute. What are you? Where are you? How many of them are you? Product line expansions. Over the years, the brand expanded beyond beef to include Tuna Helper and Chicken Helper, and broadened its offerings to include rice and other starches. Sell to Eagle Foods. Why would they sell? What's going on? Ashen, what's going on? What's going on, Tarsus? Good morning to you guys. You're in for another great show. We're talking about Hamburger Helper. Sell to Eagle Foods in July 2022. 2022. The brand's longtime owner, General Mills, finalized the sale of the Hamburger Helper line to Eagle Foods for approximately $610 million. That is a lot. Good morning to you as well. Thank you for coming in. We are approaching the first hour already on the morning move. Isn't that crazy? I just pushed start and we're already here. Hamburger Helper makes a great meal is the slogan that was once used for Hamburger Helper when it first started. Don't know if they use that slogan or not, but we're here to figure it out together. Thank you guys for coming in. I am not going anywhere, but I want to take the time to say good morning, good evening, or good night to all of you, and welcome to the Morning Move. We have reached our first hour, smooth sailing and in living color. It's so cool here. And now it's time for the cows in the chat. Hi Flouncy. That's a cute name. Isn't that a cute name, y'all? Yeah, so here we go. I need my harmonica, please. Thank you. Ooh, Calls in the chat. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals, artificial intelligence, and all living, breathing things down here on planet Earth. Thank you for coming into the Morning Move. I am not going anywhere. We're just taking a little time out to celebrate the cows, aka precious bovines, to say we care for them on the Elay TV platform, because the NASA people, the science people, and the government people are placing the blame on global warming and the alleged impending doom of planet Earth on us. I want to apologize, and I'm utterly sorry that they are placing the blame on us for that. I just want to take the time to say that cows are cute and fun. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Calls in the chat. You can put cows in the chat, animal emojis in the chat, or your favorite emojis in general in the chat. It's just a small little segue we have at the start of the show and every hour to just say shouts out to the cows. And one more thing before I get ready to talk about Hamburger Helper that makes a great meal. I think the science people should give us a peace offering and go and release the unicorn. Shouts out to the unicorn. Meow, meow, meow. We need unicorns as a peace offering to say, oh my gosh, we're sorry. We really ruined this planet being greedy. We tore up this planet being selfish. We want to re-give to you guys the joys and wonders of a unicorn. And I have another special request, guys. You science people of the world. Can you go in the lab and please make us a strawberry cow? You make everything else like GMO bologna sandwiches and tomatoes. Why not do us a solid and make us a strawberry cow? Thank you guys for coming in. I see you guys have the cows in the chat. Thank you for putting cows in the chat. Your audience participation is awesome. Flouncy Piggles words. We've got cows. Did I see a giraffe in there too? Yes, a cute little giraffe is in there. Thank you for that. Let me see here. Let me find a couple of animals to put in here. Add a few more animals in mine too. And a couple of cute little kittens. We've got a black cat and an orange cat for the cows in the chat segment. Shark Stars has put Hercules in there. Meow, meow, moo, moo, bark, bark. We've got animals on the frenzy in here. They are on the run. What's going on, official YouTube India? Good morning to you guys. Thank you for coming in. It means a lot to me. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here hanging with us cool peeps. Shouts out to the cool peeps. That means you, I appreciate you guys pressing the like. We have 10 glorious likes. Yay, look at the emojis. It's like we're having an emoji party. Why not? We're having an emoji party, putting your favorite emojis in the chat. Just celebrating us and celebrating these precious cows who go to work for us. Shouts out to Burger King, and that's what I mean by go to work for us. Fresh on the grill. Cow, but here you go again putting that in there. What's going on, official YouTube India? We have cows in the chat. We have bats in the chat. And then I'll wrap it up with that. Thank you guys so much. We're going to go to the survey really quickly and see what all you fine people have voted for. So, do you think Hamburger Helper makes a great meal? 67% said yes and 33% said no. I want to keep you all on the same page. This is the first hour, entering the second hour. For all of you who do not know what Hamburger Helper is a meal that comes in the red box with a cute little guy on it who's a mascot. He's a hand and he's cute. So Hamburger Helper was created by General Mills and introduced nationally in 1971. 1971, in response to a meat shortage and rising beef prices during a difficult economic period. The boxed dinner, which featured a dried starch-like pasta and a sauce packet, allowed customers to stretch a pound of ground beef into a hearty, affordable one-pan meal. One-pan meal. So, the product's convenience resonated with the public, quickly making it a staple. In 1977, the brand introduced its iconic mascot, a white glove known as Lefty. In 2013, the name was shortened to Helper. In 2022, General Mills sold the brand to Eagle Foods. Eagle Foods! Yes, sirree, Bob. So for those of you who don't know what Hamburger Helper is, congratulations, because you're in the perfect place. I can tell you what Hamburger Helper is. Hamburger Helper is a family meal. It's a family staple. And all you need is 1 pound of hamburger to mix it in with all of the other ingredients that come encompassed in the box. They have various flavors in this Hamburger Helper. For those of you who don't know, national debut. After an initial West Coast launch in late 1970s, the product rolled out nationally in 1971 with 5 flavors. The 5 flavors including beef noodle, potato stroganoff, rice oriental, chile tomato. Where's the other one? Because it said 5 flavors. Let me start that over again. 5 flavors. Beef noodle, potato stroganoff, rice oriental, and chile tomato. I think I found another issue with this article. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's only 4 on here. I just caught that. Had you not known what was Hamburger Helper was, I probably would not have caught this. So that's something else I want to research. It's only 4 exactly. That's exactly right. So now I need to Google what were the original 5 flavors of Hamburger Helper, because it only told us 4. So I'm getting ready to speed over to open another tab to find this out. What were the original 5 flavors of Hamburger Helper? Hamburger. All right, I'm pushing enter and I'm waiting for the answer to load. Yes, I'm live again. What's going on, Sergeant? I am here having a good time with all the cool peeps. Thank you, AI Overview. So here it is. What are the 5 original flavors for Hamburger Helper? The original 5 flavors of Hamburger Helper. Dun! Beef noodle, chili tomato, hash, potato stroganoff, and rice oriental. Those are your 5, your fab 5s of Hamburger Helper, guys. Get your Hamburger Helper on. I'm gonna get my Hamburger Helper on. I'm gonna get my Hamburger Helper on. I need to write this down because I really like these notes and I don't want to lose my place. This is really fun. I want to see if I can bookmark these cool tabs. Yes, so what I'm going to do is make a bookmark for the Hamburger Helpers because it's fun. I need to make a new folder. Come on, choose another folder, new folder, and put Hamburger Helper. Hamburger Helper. There. So I have that saved, and I'm going to go and bookmark this tab as well so I can have my notes in order and push save on there. Got it. So if we figured it out, guys, there are the Fab 5 of Hamburger Helper: beef noodle, chili tomato, hash. That's the one that was missing. Potato stroganoff and rice oriental. I found out what was missing. Potato stroganoff, please supersize. Yeah, I did have that one before, and it was good. I believe I got it when it was on like clearance, manager special. Only thing was wrong with it was the box was dented up pretty tough. And that's how I took the time to try it. And it is good. It's really good. Yeah, so shouts out to manager special. Meow, meow, meow. Potato, tomato. Let me see here. So, sale to Eagle Foods in July 2020. The brand's longtime owner, General Mills, finalized the sale of Hamburger Helper line to Eagle Foods for approximately $610 million. Thank you, guys. Tarsus put some chickens in there. Yay. Chickens. Well, they have a deep dive in AI. What more could they possibly say? But we're about to find out today. The history of Hamburger Helper. We know it says Hamburger Helper was introduced by General Mills in 1971 as a convenient one-pan box meal to help families' affordability stretch 1 pound of ground beef. In its more than 50-year history, the brand has expanded its offerings, changed ownership, and became a pop culture icon. That's amazing. That's big. An icon. So it's basically right up there with Campbell's soup and stuff. Thank you guys for your hearts. I see them. They're cute. The little flying hearts and expressions. And for participating in the survey. We've got a lot of interaction today. I'm very pleased about that. I'm going to put some digital flowers in the chat. Because why not? Digital flowers in the chat. A little pop of color and a butterfly. Inception during the 1970s beef crisis. Oh, I want to hear more about this. Let me scooch up closer. This reminds me of like someone's about to tell me a good story and like or read from the National Enquirer. Shouts out to the National Enquirer. I like reading. I like those things. Those are fun. It's just good entertainment. So, the problem with the late 1960s, a box dinner mix from General Mills' Betty Crocker brand was a flop? What? How? Because it required cooking ingredients in separate pans at the same time. Multitasking. Yeah. The great inflation was causing beef prices to skyrocket, making it difficult for many families to afford. The solution. General Mills Home Economics, Majorie Johnson, conceived the idea of a simple one-pan meal that combined ground beef, pasta, or rice, and seasonings. I like learning too. It's really fun. A timely launch. Hamburger Helper was rolled out nationally in August in 1971. Its one-pan convenience and ability to stretch expensive meats resonated with consumers. Wow. Initial success. The product was an instant hit. Within its first year, sit down! More than a quarter of U.S. households have purchased Hamburger Helper. The first 5 flavors, maybe they'll get it right this time, guys. The first 5 flavors were beef noodle, potato stroganoff, hash, rice oatmeal, and chicken and chili tomato. It did it right. Mascot and branding expansion. Lefty the helping hand. By the late 1970s, sales had begun to decline, prompting General Mills to introduce a mascot in 1977. The puffy white gloved hand with the face and 3 fingers on the palm was an immediate hit, and sales bounced back. Shouts out to the mascot. Side note, if you guys like to dress up or have costumes on, and it doesn't have to even do with Halloween, just wearing fun costumes in general, they do have the Hamburger Helper costume. It's so cute and cool. You can be a Hamburger Helper. It's easier to find the costume around Halloween time, but thanks to Amazon, you can easily order a Hamburger Helper costume a year round. They have it for kids and adult sizes. It's a cute costume, y'all. So the puffy white gloved hand with the face and 3 fingers on the palm was an immediate hit, and sales bounced back. New varieties. The brand expanded to include other versions for different proteins. Proteins! Really? Tuna Helper, introduced in 1972. Chicken Helper, introduced in 1983. Pork Helper. So that is like Spam, y'all. I was like, all they need is the Spam one. Well, there you go. Pork Helper launched and quickly discontinued in the 1980s. Bum, bum, bum. Oh man, this don't sound good, y'all. Did you know there was a Fruit Helper? A short-lived failed a short-lived failed dessert product. The mission failed. And in Walk Hard movie, you have failed conclusively. Fruit Helper, a short-lived failed dessert product, was also released in 1973. I need my boy to come on here, please, and read that last line in his voice. I have to hear it. Fruit Helper, a short-lived failed dessert product, was released in 1973, and it was a failure. A failure. A failure. Thank you. You're welcome. Rebranding and monitor. Y'all, this is a long word. Let me see here. I have to break this word down. Modernization. Got it. Rebranding and modernization. Modernization. Rebranding and modernization. Hey, tell me all about it. It's going to the big fruit Hamburger Helper in the sky, where all the abandoned recipes go to have a good long life, but they are wanted. I know a recipe that should go to recipe heaven, and that's angel food cake. Oh my goodness, is it called angel food cake or angel fruit cake? Either way, it should no longer be with us. Angel food cake is, I just don't know what that is. I think it's a sponge. I need to really stop misplacing my writing utensils. Hold on. There's one. I don't want to sit on it, because then I'll get stained from the ink. So I have my notes here. I want to make sure I'm writing legibly. I have a lot of things in reference to this topic I want to talk about. I want to write something down really quickly so I don't lose my thought. Hamburger Helper. The who y'all, I'm so silly. I'm writing down some notes in reference to Hamburger Helper, and I'm also from this Hamburger Helper topic, I'm thinking of other topics to talk about for you guys for the next week and so on. He's with Hamburger now. Oh man, so you trying to say Hamburger Helper is no longer with us? Is that what I'm reading? Is that true? Tarsus, is that true? Is Hamburger's gone to the big hamburger in the sky? Dang. It looked like he just got beamed up. Beam me up. So I have this written down here. And oh man. And I don't think you were in here when I talked about the Oracle. I had a sidebar conversation talking about John Wick and the Oracle and the Matrix. It's crazy how all those things, those stories rolled up into one story, leading us to Hamburger Helper and where he is now. There. So I need to write that down. Got them off eBay for a real smooth price. For a real... Who would have thought? Now, yesterday I took a lot of notes. For those of you who were here when I was reading about Dollar Tree and Uber, I have way more notes already compiled for Hamburger Helper than I have taken notes yesterday. So many to the point where I had to just bookmark stuff so I could come back. You need to quit, man. That is awesome. Don't that sound like this? When you typed that, I instantly thought of the Touched by an Angel TV show, and it wasn't Loretta Devine, but it was the, no shade, the larger woman who was the angel, the black lady on there. All roads lead to Hamburger Helper. And I could see the sun setting, the car floating into the heavens, going to the sky. And then they have the point where you see the horizon line and the earth, and then from out of that rises the Hamburger Helper, and the car just disappears into the box of Hamburger Helper to be seen no more. That's how the Touched by the Angel was brought to you by Hamburger Helper, because Tarsus said all roads lead to Hamburger Helper. Cue the Touched by the Angel lady singing, ooh, oh, no, ooh, Hamburger Helper. Like, thank you, lady. Sang, girl. Sang. I know that's right. All roads got to lead somewhere. Take that, Oprah, and stick that in your coin purse. She's like, all roads lead to heaven. We have one better. All roads lead to Hamburger Helper. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, yeah. That's me doing slow motion. First he's speeding up, yeah, and then he's like, let me get back to the topic. Y'all have me all over the place clowning. Let me put that's funny. Let me put some laughter emojis in there. I have to. I gotta. Why? Because I gotta. Where are you, crying emoji, laughing? Because it's funny. And put dot 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 dot. And where's one of my favorite emojis is with the teeth guy, and he's like, "Hey!" Let me find him. I am looking for my emoji. Let me do it the old school way, because it'll be faster to find through here. I'm typing something in the chat through the expression of emojis. Good morning, everybody. Thank you guys for coming in. We're just clowning on here, having a good time. Oh, where did my emojis go? Stop it. Go in there. There. I had to put that in there. Oprah would be like, you get a hamburger helper and you get a hamburger helper. Right, you get a hamburger helper. That is funny. Rebranding and modernization. Modernization. The Hamburger Helper rebranded in 2013. General Mills rebranded the product line to be known simply as Helper. The change was made because consumers were increasingly using the mixes with chicken, tuna, and other proteins. And the company wanted to expand beyond just ground beef. Now, that's a good fun fact to know, because I was wondering at the start of the first hour, like, why? So the change was made because consumers were increasingly using the mixes with chicken, tuna, and other proteins, and the company wanted to expand beyond just ground beef. So they decided to call it Helper. I get it. Yeah. Helper. Helper. It sounds so servitude-ish. When I read just helper, it sounds bland and boring now. You know what comes to mind? Now that Hamburger Helper, they just call it Helper now. You know that house elf from Harry Potter? The one Harry Potter stole from the Slytherins, the dude who's in Slytherin's parents, Dolby. Yeah, come on now. I'm not supposed to think of Dolby for the house elf from Harry Potter when I'm thinking the Hamburger Helper. I think we need to, rebrand it. Bradley, Finn, Sharp, Moo. What is going on? That's right. I'm not supposed to think of him. I'm supposed to think of the cute little hand character. I think they need to fix that, because it's not making sense to me. A new market as part of rebrand. Come on. Helper launched a new marketing campaign aimed at youngs. Oh, y'all might not like this. I'm a woman, and I feel some type of way reading this line. I'm about to read what the Hamburger Helper people said, and I want to know what y'all feel about it. Those people back out there working again, lights starting to flicker. On the real, y'all say a prayer for me, because last time those people were out there working, I lost a computer monitor and I lost my desktop computer because they were doing something out there and the lights kept flickering off and on too much, and my computer died. So it's happening again, and I wish me the best. So it says here, a market rebrand. Helper launched a new marketing campaign aimed at young single men who would appreciate the product's convenience and ease of preparation. How do you feel about that? Do you feel some type of way about it? A new market as a part of the rebrand. To me, what I got out of it was like, men don't cook. Men do cook. Men cook food. But it's like, the way I read it is like, Hamburger Helper, because we know men don't cook food. Is that and the Hungry Man TV dinners? The shouts out to the Hungry Man dinners. Those things are off the chain. And that's a whole nother story. So can I put Hungry Man versus Hamburger Helper? That's another topic for another day. I need to write that down. The hungry man versus the hungry man versus Hamburger Helper. Microwavable singles. Are you serious? So you have those workers outside are hired by Hercules, the saboteur. I won't be surprised, man. It's a crying shame. Hercules is on one. We might have to have a family meeting. In my imagination, I actually see Hercules out there doing stuff. That's so funny, man. Microwavable singles to cater to consumers seeking ultimate convenience. The ultimate convenience. General Mills introduced single-serving microwavable cups in 2006. Do y'all know if the Hamburger Helper microwavable cups are still out? I totally forgot about those because the only microwavable cups that come to mind right now are like the soup cups. Was it Healthy Choice Soups? Because last time I checked, those are green. And Dinty Moore beef stew was in the microwavable cup. And let's not forget Kraft macaroni and cheese microwavable cups. Woo! Yeah, shouts out to macaroni and cheese microwavable cups. Yeah, I feel empowered just thinking about them. With these microwavable cups, I can do anything. It's like a miracle. You can just throw a few in your car if it's an emergency and you gotta eat, or like an emergency snack. You're like, you know what? I'm low on funds for lunch today, or I just don't feel like spending more money on lunch. But you know what? I've got microwavable cups in my car. That'll work. It'll hold me through till I get home. So I'm going to put microwavable cups, CROWA, microwave cups, like the Hamburger Helper one, Helper, Dinty Moore. Dinty Moore beef stew is terrific. Have you guys had that? Woo-wee. I talked about this before last year, and you add it with some mashed potatoes on the side. I'm crying just over the thought of how wonderful of a meal that is. It's so hearty and it's comforting, and it brings families together. Unlike Hamburger Helper. Do Hamburger Helper bring families together? I don't know about all that, but it's good. Dinty Moore beef stew and Kraft macaroni and cheese. There, so I have that written down. Those workers outside of her. Would you let me see here? Let me put so we've got the Hercules the shark. Let me put that in there. So we're talking about the Kraft macaroni and cheese right there, and I like Kraft macaroni and cheese. I got the blues. That could also be a separate video because the history of Kraft macaroni and cheese is a miracle. So perhaps I'll say that for next video. The history of Kraft macaroni and cheese. The history T-O-R-Y of Kraft macaroni and cheese. All right, I'll get back to the article. I want to read more about this. Acquisitions and current status. Current status. Eagle Foods acquisition in 2022. Eagle Foods acquired the Helper and Suddenly salad brands. Now we veering off into salads, y'all. I mean, Hamburger Helper. Who would have thought this would be the topic that would keep on giving gifts of additional topics? I am definitely here for all the topics that keep on giving. Let me see here. So, in 2022, Eagle Foods acquired the Helper and Suddenly Salad brands from General Mills for $610 million. The sale was finalized in July that year. So it didn't take long for them to finalize that, opposed to the situation we had with Dollar Tree, Dollar General, and Family Dollar yesterday. I still have to do a little more deep diving research about that, because I want to not get all the brands mixed up. Macaroni and cheese, tell me all about it. I love macaroni and cheese. Well, love is a strong word. I really enjoy macaroni and cheese. Expanded focus. The new owner, Eagle Foods, sit down, has continued to develop the brand, launching new flavor combinations while maintaining its core focus on providing convenient one-pan meal solutions for families. Wow, we are an hour and 35 minutes into this, and I just finished reading the first tab brought to you by AI Overview, like a light repurposing of Hamburger Helper, followed by the deep dive of Hamburger Helper. Within that deep dive, I found out more information. And having said that, I got sidetracked and wanted to know some more information. And that information was, how is it possible for Hamburger Helper to have a tuna hamburger helper? Which led me to tab number 2. For those of you who are wondering, who want to be reminded, how in the world did Hamburger Helper make Tuna Helper? I was stuck on stupid for a long time trying to figure it out for myself. I'm like, how is this possible? And you're a hamburger company. So we're about to find this out. Let me type it in here. For a quick minute. Come on, computer. I was wondering, how in the world was Hamburger Helper able to make Tuna Helper? I'm typing it in now. Wondering, WONDERING. Stop it, computer. And I want to put my emoji in there. So, for a quick minute, I was wondering how in the world Hamburger Helper was able to make Tuna Helper. I found out, and here's the tab. Thank you to AI Overview for your rapid response. And here's the answer. The Hamburger Helper brand expanded to include Tuna Helper after the initial success of its ground beef-based meals. Alright, ground beef-based meals. Instead of a strange mixing of meat and fish, the company developed a separate line of pasta and sauce mixes for canned tuna, following similar and proven formula. The key factors in Tuna Helper AI. For the notes, we are officially talking about Tuna Hamburger Helper. For the record, expansion of a successful brand. General Mills launched Hamburger Helper nationally in 1971 to help families stretch a single pound of meat into a full meal during rising beef prices. Blaming it on those cows again. They're blaming us for global warming and the alleged impending doom of planet Earth. And now Hamburger Helper people way back in 1971 said it was a beef shortage. And I took that as a backhanded compliment. As a cow, that's a backhanded compliment. The only reason Hamburger Helper is around is because it was a beef shortage in 1971. I personally feel some type of way about that. But moving on. I'll just eat grass and talk to the cool peeps out here in the audience and mind my cow business. Mind my cow business. Leveraging the helper concept, the core of the product's success was the convenience of providing pasta or rice and sauce mix that helped extend a single main ingredient into a full meal. This concept was easily adapted to other common affordable proteins. Capitalizing on an existing dish is what this next paragraph is summarized. The idea was a prepackaged version of the popular American dish tuna casserole. Y'all, tuna casserole is good. Now, it can be cold or warm, but either way, it's pretty darn good. I think I first tried tuna casserole from my sister, which is my mom's oldest sister. So my aunt. Cows are always relaxed, minding their own cowy business. And thank you for that. Capitalizing an existing dish. The idea was a prepackaged version of the popular American dish tuna casserole, which gained prominence in the 1950s. Okay, using canned tuna noodles and cream of mushroom soup. So that's how they basically made the Tuna Helper then. I want to read that again. Tuna noodles and cream of mushroom soup. My next question rolling out with that is in reference to the tuna casserole. I want to write it down. What? INGRED. What ingredients are needed to make casserole? Is spelled CASSEROLE. Once upon a time, I thought Hamburger Helper had a hyphen in it. That's something I'm going to have to look into, perhaps. Introduced in 1972, just 1 year after the national launch of Hamburger Helper, the company introduced Tuna Helper as the second product in the growing Helper line. This expansion strategy proved successful, leading to other offshoots over the years, such as Chicken Helper. The different Helper product lines were simply new iterations of the same successful one-pan meal convenience model, adapted for different ingredients. They're showing pictures of the cheeseburger macaroni. Hamburger Helper is good. I branched off into making my own Hamburger Helper. It's easy to make on your own if you want to. And I've done that a few times. And I actually do like how my homemade ones taste better. But Hamburger Helper in general is good. I do like stovetop stuffing, Stouffer's. I'm a fan of that. It's really good. And I do make homemade dressing as well. But I do like stovetops. Stuffing dressing is good. A deeper dive in AI mode. What more could they possibly tell us in reference to the casserole? Oh, I'm going to click it and see. Me too. I don't know why I do this to myself. I just don't. I mean, it's great ideas to think of in the future when I'm making meals for the family and stuff like that. But good mercy, I ask the same thing as I go into my refrigerator and be like, what am I going to make today? Well, what food did I talk about today? Video replay, gang, replay gang in the Heezy. Thank you so much for all the love. I see the little happy Smiley faces, those things are cool over on the other monitor there. I'm going to take the time and look at the survey. We have 18 glorious cool peeps who participated in the survey. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. So today's survey asked, do you think Hamburger Helper makes a great meal? 78% of you cool peeps said yes, and 22% said no. That's another thing I want to talk about, because I'm not sure if they're still saying that slogan or catchphrase anymore. Thank you guys for participating in the survey. I am not going anywhere. I'm just taking a small cool breeze break and moving forward with the live stream. Let me not open up another tab. It's already open. I want to see something really quickly before I move forward. Trying to keep all of these things juggled in my mind, on my notes, and on these tabs at the same time. Sometimes I have to stop what I'm doing mid live stream when I remind myself of what I should be doing next, or queuing up for, well, that's the same thing, what I should be doing next. Let me refresh the page. I'm taking my time, don't want to rush while I wait for the screen over here to load up. Loading, it's loading. Finally, there we are. The screen is loading on there, and I am curious to see where I stand on here. I will have to expand the menu. No matter what, the window must be expanded so you can see what in the world is going on. LA needs to see what's going on. Why? How else is she gonna know what's going on if she doesn't open the window? She won't get anywhere. Thank you. All these little people. All the little people. All of them, including myself. Sit down, please. You're turning into a distraction. What are we going to do with him, guys? Okay, I'm not sure what that means, but I will definitely keep moving forward. That's all I can do. I took that into consideration, and my next tab for me, the next tab I'm going to open is a question I want to know. For me, it's a question about Hamburger Helper. Is the slogan for Hamburger Helper still Hamburger Helper makes a great meal? Hamburger VURGER Helper makes HELPER makes a great meal. So that's the next tab I have set up. I'm not gonna read it just yet, but I don't want to forget that, so I just typed it in. I am on, I think, the third tab in reference to reading. I'm on the second tab. See, I'm still talking about Tuna Helper. And then I had clicked the deep dive to see what else it has to say. But what more could it possibly say? Super glue him to the seat. Tell me about it. They might call the toy protection agency on me. It's hard out here. So I have to play it cool, because they might call the toy people on me and get me locked up. Hamburger Helper in the deep dive overview. Hamburger Helper made Tuna Helper simply by adapting its core product idea to work with canned tuna instead of ground beef. Seeing the success of its one-pan, budget-friendly ground beef meal in the year 1971, General Mills developed Tuna Helper to provide a similar convenience for the popular affordable fish. Tuna fish is good, but you know what? Have you seen tuna fish lately? They come in cans, and now they come in pouches. What do you guys like best? The tuna fish in the can or the pouch? I miss the cans simply because that's what I grew up on, and I like how they stack in the shelves. They look nice, but the pouches are more colorful and they lay flat, and you can fit more in the pantry. So tuna cans, EVELOUTION. I'm writing down another topic, guys. It's like Hamburger Helper topic is a miracle. It's giving me so many wonderful ideas that I can talk about come next Monday and the Monday after that to share with you guys. This is brilliant. Tuna cans. The evolution of tuna cans from can to... Wow, it feels like my personal Christmas. See you later. Oh, I thought you said see you later. I was about to say bye. Hi, Duke Space Ranger. How you doing? Good morning to you. Good to see you too again. Yeah, I'm having a good time. You caught me in the middle of taking notes because this Hamburger Helper topic has given me a list of other various topics I want to talk about in the future. Right now, I'm currently on talking about Tuna Helper, and it's pretty fun. So welcome in and thank you for participating. Happy September, guys. The underlying concept for both products is that the box mix helps a shopper stretch one affordable protein into a full meal for the family. Hamburger Helper was a huge success because it helped families struggling with high food prices in the 1970s stretch a single pile of stretch a single pile of ground beef. By 1972, General Mills thought that they could apply the exact same helper concept to another staple protein, canned tuna, and address a different but equally common meal need, the tuna noodle casserole. Tuna noodle casserole. No. Tuna noodle casserole is great with Ritz crackers. It is wonderful, isn't it? Have you guys had the miracle of tuna noodle casserole with Ritz crackers? And have the iced tea made perfectly? It takes you back to heaven, and it's like it's springtime. It could be the season of winter, but if you make a nice bowl of tuna noodle casserole with Ritz crackers and some lemonade or some iced tea, it instantly, at least for me, brings me into the season of the summertime. Yes, dance with me. Sing with me. Tuna noodle casserole. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Put some soul in it. Let's go. Tuna noodle casserole. Dun, 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 dun. I've got the big band behind me. I've got the big band behind me like James Brown. I can hear it. Dun, 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 dun. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm even sweating like James Brown. Give me my cloth. Put it over me. Oh, get me off the stage. I can't sing no more. Get me off the stage. Moving forward. Differences between the two products are as follows. While the concept was the same, the ingredients were tailored for the new protein, which is cool. So it says here, Hamburger Helper is cooked with ground beef, while Tuna Helper uses canned tuna. Sauce. The seasoning packets are different to complement the distinctive flavors of the beef and tuna. Tuna Helper features a creamy, cheesy sauce similar to a classic tuna casserole. The pasta section. Although many varieties exist, Tuna Helper traditionally uses egg noodle. I have a bone to pick with egg noodle. It seems like some people feel feel different ways about the egg noodle. I've seen egg noodles called no yolks, where the egg noodles are made without the yolks. I'm not sure if it's because they take the yellow part out of it and just leave the egg whites or not. But yeah, although many varieties exist, Tuna Helper traditionally uses egg noodles, a classic casserole ingredient. Oh, here's the last paragraph in the deep dive. I want to read it. The successful expansion of Helper line from ground beef to tuna showed that General Mills could dominate a new category of dry packaged dinners, which later spawned other versions like Chicken Helper and Pork Helper. Wow, have I seen the Pork Helper? Maybe I have. Isn't that in the brown and white box? But once again, that goes into my answering. I'm like, next they should have spam. So basically, the Pork Helper is basically the Spam Helper. So that's that on that. I am not going anywhere. It's nice to know I have read that tab. Pork Helper, Chicken Helper, and so on. I looked up at the clock, y'all, and we're already approaching the 2nd hour. Y'all, this is such a breeze. It's a great way to start the morning. And it is 6:57 a.m. over here, so basically 7 o'clock, guys. And I'm about to roll, or should I say we're about to roll into our 2nd hour. And we're talking about Hamburger Helper, having a great time. I have my snacks, and they're so good. I have my water. It's a perfect temperature. I really enjoy drinking my drinks out of these things. And they come in different kinds. This is one, how should I say it's my favorite? Because I have 2. They're both my favorite. I really like this one because look how unique it is. It's got a strong flower print on it. I may have to Google lenses so I can find another one. Perhaps a smaller one like this, because I would like to find one like this here, but in the mug form with the handle. Ooh, good times. Harvest season is coming. It's nothing like having your coffee and going for a stroll. I talked about a stroll yesterday, and one of you cool peeps was like, LA, you're the only one who takes a stroll while eating popcorn. I'm like, probably so, because you guys know that's a dangerous combination to be taking the stroll eating popcorn, because seagulls gonna attack. Well, I haven't been under attack yet by any seagulls as I stroll through the park or my neighborhood or local parking lot. And I say local parking lot because like in the morning time at Walmart, the parking lot is bare and it's great for doing laps. So walking around in the parking lot with your coffee or your popcorn, not one bird attacked yet. Birds in the chat. I'm gonna put some birds in the chat, and I say to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world. Dizzy Gillespie, shooba shooba in the moo, shooba moo, shooba moo, shooba moo. Excuse me. Oh. Excuse me. So unladylike. LA, what's wrong with you? So birds in the chat. I have not had any bird attacks. Shouts out to my English teacher. We watched the birds in 9th grade. It was fun. It was cool. It was creepy and kind of scary because though it was a black and white film, and these birds, they just kept coming after the woman. And she was like fending off all these birds on her own. I'm like, what is she going to do? And she did a good job screaming and yelling. I think back in the day, like our parents' time. So I think that would be our great grand or something like that. How that works. Parents. So like my mom No, so that means my grandparents' time. Yep, not my great-grands, my actual grandfather's time. Probably when the movie Birds came out. That was a good movie. I think they really took theatrical classes seriously because that woman, when she yelled and stuff, she did a good job. I'm like, she don't have to talk. She's really selling her fret for these birds coming through the fireplace. Attacking her like Chucky. Chucky. I'm putting some birds in the chat to celebrate no bird attacks while I go on my strolls. Moving forward, it is basically the start of the hour, and I'm already flooding the chat with animal emojis. Everybody know what time it is. Welcome to those of you who are just now joining the live stream. The time right now is 7 a.m. in the morning on the beautiful September 2025. It's September 2nd, 2025. The sun is slowly starting to rise on my end. It's not even breaking the horizon yet. It's looking like a soft twilight over here. The sky isn't turning any colors yet. But it is time for cows in the chat. I won't take too long on the cows in the chat, but this is to welcome all of the new people who are coming in, joining us at the second of the hour. And for those of you who are just waking up at, 7 a.m., that's what it is. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. It is time to put some cows in the chat. I won't take too long on it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals, artificial intelligence, and all living, breathing things here on Earth that have not been classified yet. Welcome to planet Earth. They say America is the melting pot. I think they are wrong. Planet Earth is the ultimate melting pot, and I welcome you guys here. Not all earthlings are mean. I, Elay TV, would like to vouch to all you planetary, linear, and all you, quote, sorry, lack for a better word, space aliens. Not all humans are bad. Welcome into the show. You're watching Elay TV Morning Mood, where I'm about to sing cows in the chat. Harmonica. Calls in the chat, 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 calls in the chat. I am taking a small time to just acknowledge the cows, aka bovines, to say I am utterly sorry on the behalf of the Nassau people, also known as the science people, for placing the blame on global warming on you, me, precious cows, and the alleged impending doom of planet Earth. I want to apologize to say that they probably ran out of people to blame, and so they're blaming the cows. I am deeply sorry for that. Science people, could you find it in your heart to give us people a gift that says, we are sorry, we messed up everything, and as a token of our apologies, we would like to go into our science labs and give you or create for you a strawberry cow. We have strawberry cows for you fine humans. We are sorry for putting you through all of the stuff. We were selfish and we were wrong. And lastly, my wacko's wish before I move forward to the topic. Can you please use CERN? Yes, I said it. Use CERN and give us a unicorn. Y'all holding all the good stuff for yourselves. That's so greedy. Do us a solid. Pull us out a unicorn as a token gift to us. My name is Elay, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you guys for coming in. We are in the second half or the second hour of the morning mood, and we are talking about Hamburger Helper. Hamburger Helper makes a great meal. Do they even say that anymore? Say what, LA? Hamburger Helper makes a great meal. Because I'm learning now that they have refrained from saying hamburger in the helper. They are just calling it helper now. For those of you who are wondering what those boxes are, those are supposed to be flamingos. Apparently they're not showing up on my Android. Let me try typing in another bird. It's a dodo bird. Will that show up? That won't even show up. Let me put a little pop of color in here before I move forward with my Hamburger Helper. There's so much I want to learn with this. Given the amount of time I have, I'm going to put some peace doves in there. Sending peace to all my fellow cool peeps who are on here in replay, gang. I tell you, thank you guys for coming in, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm getting ready to get back to the topic at hand. Who would have thought it was going to take I was going to take this much time to learn something as simple as Hamburger Helper. The next tab that I have open was me referencing when I was reading prior. The open introduction, is said in one of the opening paragraphs that when Hamburger Helper came out, it started with 5 original flavors. But come to find out, that was around the time Tarsus came in. When I reread the summary about what Hamburger Helper was and is, it didn't list all the 5. It listed only 4. Which is why I'm reading the tab now. The original 5 flavors of Hamburger Helper. What are the original 5 flavors of Hamburger Helper, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? I'll take some time to take a snack really quickly, get myself adjusted, hang on, and then I'll read those to you. Let me see if I don't have anything coming in. I'm not missing any messages. I think today is gonna be a high humidity type of situation because my nose is getting stuffy, and that's rare. Let me check out the weather really quickly because that's important for me. Let me see. It's pretty stuffy. Today's weather, this is a side note for myself. I need to check out the weather, see what's going on. It's pretty tough. Let me see. 8 a.m. Right now it's currently 62 degrees here. Let me see about the humidity and stuff. It didn't rain or anything like that, so I don't know why it's so stuffy. I might have to adjust the setting on my fan. This is a little side note. I'm looking up the weather because I want to see what it's going to be like today. I'm scooching over. Okay, the window's opening up. Let me see here. Please stand by as LA gets off topic for her own personal gain. Is she being selfish or not? No, I need to see what the weather's going to look like. As it loads, humidity. Oh boy, okay. So 86% humidity today. Well, I'm feeling it right now. Air quality today is going to be at 49%. Good air quality, primary pollutant, PM, whatever that means, and humidity says, let me read this part. Humidity, amount of moisture present in the air. No, I need to know one more thing. So to me, the humidity is going to be high. That's high enough for me. There's not going to be any wind blowing. Okay, I'll wrap it up there. That's enough information for me to know. It seems like it's starting right now, y'all. Wow, I'm getting nasally. It's going to be a tough day for me to breathe outside. The original 5 flavors of Hamburger Helper, introduced in 1971, were as follows: beef noodle, chili tomato, hash, potato stroganoff, and rice oriental. Now, the beef noodle, of course, I know that one for sure. That's the one I usually remake over and over again when I'm making it homemade, and it's good. The chili tomato one I have not had, but it sounds It sounds just as good. It sounds kind of like a pizza casserole now that I'm thinking about it, though. So it has here, Hamburger Helper was created by General Mills during a period of high inflation to help families stretch 1 pound of ground beef into a full meal. And of course, the line was an immediate success. I'm going to do a deeper dive in AI to see if maybe they're going to break down all the makes in the Hamburger Helper meals that were popular. Waiting for it to load. There it is, the 5 original flavors of Hamburger Helper introduced in 1971. Is that all it said? Y'all, this deep dive was like 2 seconds, a 2-second read. It's basically what I just read. Let me read this last paragraph. Maybe it's going to have something new in here. Created by General Mills, Hamburger Helper was designed. No, there basically wasn't a deep dive overview. That's the first time in Morning Moo history that when I pushed the deep dive overview to see if it would expand on the said topic, it really wasn't anything to expand on. It's exactly it's pretty much the exact copy of what I just previously read. That's it, that's all in reference to the 5. So I'm going to click on, I want to know more about the Hamburger Helper chili tomato. So that's what I'm going to put in my link next. Out of curiosity, Hamburger Helper chili tomato. Hamburger Helper chili tomato. I want to know. We're about to find out. It's thinking, guys. It's thinking. Okay, so thank you, AI overview. What we have right now, it says Hamburger Helper's chili macaroni. Variety includes a tomato-based sauce with chili seasoning. That actually sounds good. You know what? It will be good on the side with tacos. Don't you think that'll make a good side dish for Taco Tuesday? Speaking of, happy Taco Tuesday! Moo moo moo! Hamburger Helper's chili macaroni variety includes a tomato-based sauce with chili seasoning. You can prepare the standard box mix by adding ground beef and water. Once upon a time, when it first started out, they were saying you can add milk, and I was asking, do you guys use milk in your Hamburger Helper, or do you just add water? And to substitute for adding water, you add additional seasonings in it so it will taste good. What's going on? Energy. Hey, it's been a couple of days. How are you doing? Yo, Energy, Texas Oil in the Heezy. We've got Ruth in the house. Hey, how you doing? Good morning to you. Chili tomato will be great with cheese. I think so too. Put it in the taco. A hard taco shell? Boy, I think we're cooking up something righteous. Add a couple peppers on the side. That sounds like a good meal. I'm glad you're doing good. Very good. The time right here for me is 7:14 a.m. Good morning to you. We are in the 2nd hour of Morning Moo, and I'm just coasting through this, chilling. It feels like I'm at the beach right now in one of those tricycle bikes for the adults with the big fat tires and the big baskets, and I'm just pedaling along, shooting the breeze, talking to you guys on the sidewalk, and the beach is right to my side, man. I'm just hanging here living life, vibing and learning. That's exactly how I feel right now. Chilling out. I've got my cereal. I'm slowly eating through that. Good morning to all you guys. You've been working since 3 a.m.? Wow. Good morning to you. It's nothing like going to work in the morning. It's the best time. I like third shifts. If I had a preference, or if I had to, morning shifts, early morning shifts, because there's not too many people in the way. It's just me, and I can get my work done without the busybodies of the world getting in the way with their gossip. The gossiping is to a minimum when you're a third shifter or going in at the time like you. Thank you for working, contributing positively to our life, meaning the earth. I just talked about it at the top of the key, letting the aliens know not all the people here are bad. And if anything, the people on here are primarily good people on here, meaning the cool peeps, you guys and myself. So please consider that not all earthlings are bad and stuff like that. We actually like to work, mind our business, pay our bills, hang with our families, and we want this world to pan out for the better. So shouts out to you for doing your thing, all of you guys. Yesterday, 14 hours plus 8 free hours for working. Exactly. I talked about that yesterday. I was shouting out to the ones who decided to go in yesterday for work to take advantage of the holiday season. That's a positive thing about that. You got to count your blessings the way you can. And sometimes it means doing a little extra elbow grease and working hard. But albeit it is a blessing through the form of extra hours. And now incorporating times to get that good rest to make up for all that will fall into place. So shouts out to all of you cool peeps who are coming in, holding it down for yourselves and for your family. I am currently reading the Hamburger Helper chili tomato, and y'all, it sounds so splendid, just like Tarsis said. Add some cheese with it, and then just make it a whole meal. Put it to the side. I'm looking at the picture now how it was prepared. Put it on the side with a couple of hard shell tacos. So it says you can prepare the standard box mix by adding ground beef and water, or enhance the dish with additional ingredients like canned diced tomatoes and beans for a more robust flavor. And that's exactly what the picture is. It looks like on the recipe, in addition to using the packet and stuff that comes with the chili tomato, they added maybe 3 to 4 tablespoons of kidney beans with that, and it looks good. Very good. Congratulations. You have a target goal in mind. I was just talking about target goals today and yesterday too, because you still have time to reach your target goals. Some of us, for myself, just like you have a long-term goal. I have a long-term goal that I'm working towards, but I break it down by weeks and days and months. So I'm still moving towards that, and I'm on track, and it's nice to know. So congratulations for being on track, having short-term, long-term goals. That's really awesome. Oh, y'all, it's even got ingredients in here. Classic stovetop preparation. The basic version of Hamburger Helper. Chili Mac is a quick and simple one-pan meal. 1 box of Hamburger Helper chili macaroni, 1 pound ground beef, 3 1/3 cups of hot water. And then it provides the instructions and stuff on here too. Then they have the enhanced recipe. Y'all want to know what's in the enhanced recipe? I do. To give your chili mac a richer, more homemade chili taste, you can incorporate additional ingredients. You've got the 1 pound lean ground beef, the 1 pound lean ground beef, of course, 1 box of Hamburger Helper chili macaroni. Then you've got your 3 1/2 cups of hot water, or replace them with beef broth for flavor. I like that idea too. Then you've got your diced tomatoes, canned diced tomatoes undrained, kidney beans, yes, drained and rinsed, 1 medium onion chopped, optional, and here you go, Tarsis, shredded cheese for topping. Boy, yes. Oh, that's really cool. My neighbor lady cooks a lot of Hamburger Helper, and she offers it to me all the time. That's wonderful. It's good to have good neighbors, man. I don't mind, for me, having the nosy neighbor in the neighborhood, because he or she or they will Even, you know, it's like a fair exchange. At least you know your house will be safe. Especially if it's the type of nosy neighbor who runs and tells. Like, something's going on at you guys' house. I think you should know since you're not there, type of nosy neighbor. Or, like, I saw your dog when I was looking at you guys' house because you're living right across the street from me. But I saw your dog run out of the yard. He went to the right, then he went to the left, and he's so out of character. I just thought I'd let you know. I'm like, thank you, girl. So to each his own on that. So I'm happy she's looking out for you for that. I really like that. Shouts out to the neighbor, man. That's amazing. What spices can enhance the chili flavor? Ooh, tell me more about cooking Hamburger Helper with beef broth. Oh boy, what other ground meats can be used? You can use turkey meat. Those are a couple of questions that people were asking in reference to Hamburger Helper. But yes, out of the 5, I was more curious about the chili one. So I definitely want to try that. And it sounds great for Taco Tuesday to have on the side with my tacos. Or to even just have flour bread on the side, heat it up a little bit. I would fry my flour bread up, about 2 to 3 flour breads, fry it up really well, and eat that on the side with it. So that's another idea to incorporate. It actually sounds like a nice lunch for the family. I'm happy about this. I'm getting ready to read the survey because we have 21 votes in here. 21 cool peeps have participated in today's survey, and I want to read what you guys say. So, do you think Hamburger Helper makes a great meal? 76% of you guys said yes, and I do agree with that. Yes, Hamburger Helper makes a great meal. And 24% of you said no. Thank you for your input. I am not going anywhere. I just want to read the survey, see where you guys are at. I have another tab open, and I'm glad I do, because I would have forgotten about the topic at hand. Meaning, it says here, let me open the tab. Hamburger Helper. I'm waiting for the tab to open. So while I wait for the tab to open, I want to bookmark this one. I decided to start a Hamburger Helper digital notes file so I can go back and follow along with the history of Hamburger Helper. I'm looking for the next tab for the Hamburger Helper slogan. There it is. So I'm going to bookmark this as well. I need to sync these files so I don't lose them. Turn on sync. Bookmarks, autofill, extensions, history, and more. I'll push yes. And hopefully that won't interfere with the live stream, because I just excuse me, thought to sync up my digital notes so I won't lose them. Sometimes, Energy Texas Oil says, sometimes I will boil water, put a metal strainer over the top of the boiling water, place the ground beef into the strainer, cover it, come back in 10 minutes, and the fat is out. Yeah, you gotta strain the fat. And that's a clever way to strain the fat too. Yeah, my mom, now she did teach me that when you're cooking hamburger, you gotta strain the fat out. So that means cooking it down, and then, you know, taking whatever method or process that you use, which, like for yours, how you use the strainer to do the meat. Gotta strain it out, rinse out the skillet. Some people like to rinse out the skillet, then wipe it out with the napkin. Me, I just rinse it out, and then I just put it back on the burner and let it kind of dry up a little bit, and then I put the meat back in. But yeah, you got to strain the hamburger meat. Yeah, it do taste good and clean. I have kangaroo meat. It's no fat and very healthy. I believe it. I believe you, because when I had venison, also known as deer meat, also known as Disney Bambi, is very good. I felt like I was doing a justice to my body when I ate that. It's like it was a guilt-free meat. But the boiled water evaporated the fat into the boiling water. But the boiled water. So let me go back up, because I like that. Do you use a colander? A colander, the holes might be too big, so you have to use one of those strainers with more like of a mesh netting to do it. Yup, metal strainer. Yup. Yeah, getting rid of the fat. And all the stuff. Buffalo meat is like cow meat but cleaner, but gets grass fed. Now, is it tough? Is buffalo meat tough? No. Maybe I got it mixed up. So, buffalo and bull, are they the same thing? Honest question. And I asked because my first question came to mind in reference to buffalo meat. I instantly thought of a bull. And when I thought of a bull, because of the runs that they do in the other country, the running of the bulls or the racing of the bulls or something, it's either it's that race, and then the other thing when they have the Toro thing. I heard that they still donate the meat to like the soup kitchens and stuff. I heard that it's a good gesture, but the meat is really tough, so they have to really work with it to tenderize it. That's what I'm wondering. Regular strainer holes are fine, won't fall through, just the fat will liquefy through the strainer to the boiling water. Yeah, get it out of there. Like you said, it's a cleaner meat when you do that. My tab is up and it is saved. This is what I wanted to know, because it goes in line with the survey. Does Hamburger Helper make a great meal? I wanted to know, is the slogan for Hamburger Helper still around? Hamburger Helper makes a great meal. Are they still using that slogan? It says, according to AI Overview, no, the slogan for Hamburger Helper is not Hamburger Helper makes a great meal. While that phrasing might have been used at some point, the brand's iconic, most recognized slogan with an iconic helping hand mascot is simply Hamburger Helper. Hamburger Helper helps win. I wouldn't be singing the song if it wasn't an actual thing. Hamburger Helper makes a great meal, and I was telling me that wasn't a thing. Dun dun dun. And that's all it shows. Here's a breakdown. The slogan, the widely recognized slogan, is Hamburger Helper helps. The mascot, the slogan is often compared by the helping hand or lefty mascot, a white glove with the face on his palm. Historical usage. The original commercial from the 1970s uses a similar phrase, but the slogan is mostly famously Hamburger Helper helps. I'm not buying that. Hamburger Helper makes a great meal. Don't Jeff peanut butter me. Don't Bernstein bears me. That's not gonna fly. No fat, better for arteries and heart. I know that's right. Super clean. You can eat burgers like that if you're trying to watch your fatty intake. Isn't that the truth? I'll put some burgers in the chat. Oops. I agree. It's like you've made your own George Foreman grill without having to buy the George Foreman grill. We put burgers in the chat. Exactly. Hamburger Helper is a very commercial process to what is originally a nice quality German meal. Word? That makes sense. Because mainly, is it because of the stroganoff, the beef stroganoff? I've had that homemade. Anybody can make it, but what I'm saying is I've had it homemade from a little pub in my small town where I used to live, and it was so good. Let me see here. A new slogan: Hamburger Helper makes a great meal. It's not the brand's current slogan. Key advertising changes. A new slogan emphasizes a solution. Exactly. Energy, Texas oil. Exactly. It is really good. And they served it with a nice big old fat roll. They were so nice to me in there. I was so happy. A new slogan emphasized the solution. As part of a relaunch in 2024, the brand's advertising was centered around tagline Helper to answer the question, what's for dinner? This approach highlights the products as a quick and convenient dinner idea, which is true. The mascot Lefty has been reintroduced. Hamburger Helper's iconic four-finger glove mascot Lefty returned in advertising campaigns that began in 2024. I did miss him. It seemed like at some point he disappeared and went away, and I didn't know why. It's like, why would you get rid of the Hamburger Helper guy? I miss seeing Hamburger Helper commercials. If it wasn't for the season of October and Halloween costumes, I think many people would have forgotten about Hamburger Helper. And I tie this in because Hamburger Helper is a costume that you can buy for kids and for adults. So each year I will see that costume available, and I would be like, how come I don't see the Hamburger Helper commercials anymore? That's another question I would want to know. It's a mystery unto us all. Ooh, hang on, I got a text message. You're LA girl, you so crazy. Like, what is she doing? What is LA doing? There. That was me making all that noise. LA, you're crazy, girl. You're crazy. No, I'm silly. I said that correctly. I did it right. There should be a stroganoff fast food restaurant. Right. Wouldn't that be so good? And have the option to dine outside. Hamburger Helper over your favorite toasted bread topped with some Parmesan. What would you have to drink with that? Okay, so yeah, because I have rolls with mine or a slice of bread with mine anyways. And so for a crunch, if you don't want to toast a dinner roll, have you ever toasted a dinner roll? First of all, the crunch. And number two, if I were to have the stroganoff with some toast, I would want, what would I want to drink with that to make that perfect? A Hamburger Helper with toasted bread with Parmesan. What drink would I want with them? I'm actually thinking about this. You gotta have the right drink with something like that. Milk. I will have milk. I would start off with milk, and that would be the thing for me. Boy, that sounds wonderful, guys. So we're getting some wonderful food ideas that you guys can feel free to jot down to have for the holidays or throughout your work week or work day, because this Hamburger Helper topic for me has been the gift that keeps on giving. I had so many topic ideas that came out of here, and food ideas. So it says here, a new slogan emphasizes a solution. As part of a relaunch in 2024, the brand's advertising has centered around the tagline Helper. To answer the question, what's for dinner, this approach highlights the product as a quick convenience. Oh yeah, I read that part. And then they brought back Lefty, the mascot. The campaign began in 2024. And lastly, it says the brand was temporarily renamed Temporarily? Well, which one is it going to be? Hamburger or is it going to be Helper? The brand was temporarily renamed Helper in 2013, to appeal to a broader market and introduce its chicken and tuna options. The company shortened the name to Helper. This change was reversed in 2024 when the brand relaunched its classic name, packaging, and mascot. So I'm still wondering about the whole Hamburger Helper makes a great meal slogan, because I know that was a thing. Let me type in something one more time. See what I get. I'm going to have to do a little more researching. Oh boy, it makes me sad. I shudder at the thought. Hamburger Helper makes a great meal was a thing that was once said, but the computer deems differently. That's scary. That's scary, that's scary, that's scary. Alright. I want to rest the video right there on that notion and keep moving forward. Let me put that in my bookmark. I had breakfast and I took with me, yeah, it has some tangerines. Yup. Tangerines. You got to have your tangerines. They fit in your pocket. Or in your side satchel. Let me see here. Let me look at my menu here before I get ready to get out of here. I personally have come to the conclusion of researching the Hamburger Helper, closing out on the fact that they said the slogan Hamburger Helper makes a great meal was never a thing. I beg to differ. Wait. You can wait and wait for the tab to open up to see what it says. I like Hamburger Helper. It's very good. It's a quick convenience, and it's good to make homemade too. You know, either way, like the stovetop stuffing by Stouffer's is very good, and homemade dressing, to which I make, is good too. Either or. Either or. It's Energy Tax Oil. Texas Oil said Hamburger Helper, like pizza, was once considered poor people's food, but now it's not. Very popular. You can make fancy stroganoff and pizza. I love Napoleon pizza. Tell me about it. It kind of makes me sad, like the staples that were deemed poor people's food. Now the ritzy people, it's common now. Because it's like, I want you guys to just stay over there in your little world and let us enjoy our foods. Because once it becomes a thing, the price might go up. That's the annoying part. And isn't it a shame? How could pizza be a poor man's food? It's a wonderful food. I tell you, the mindsets and the thought processes can put people in so many mental cages, man. Even when it comes down to the food you eat. You mean to tell me you're going to judge me based on the type of food I eat? It's a sad shame. People today. Morning Move with Elay TV. Morning Move with Elay TV. Let me open up my tabulator to see what's tabulating. Alright, not too shabby for a day's work. Thank you guys for coming in. I'm going to put this button over there. I don't want to accidentally shut it down. I have some other plans in mind that I want to do. Now pizza is anywhere from 15 to even 100 bucks. It sure is, and it's a sad shame too. Pizza wasn't always pizza. It was considered bread with leftover toppings. These people need to stop. Yup, all good food started as peasant recipes before they became mainstream. Isn't it a sad shame? Let me minimize this one here. And There we are. I want to close the survey. I don't want to forget to end the survey, because I don't know if it's going to save it. If I don't end the survey, I don't know if it will save it for a replay. So I'm saving the closing the survey down. So it says, do you think Hamburger Helper makes a great meal? 76% said yes, and 23% said no. And I am part of the 76% who said yes, that Hamburger Helper really makes a great meal. Especially like you guys said, throw in some toast with it, or some dinner rolls with it, or a slice of bread in general. Then you got tangerines thrown in there. Oh yeah. Hey, me too. I really like it. Free in thought and thinking, and just viewing the world in the way that it should be. Simple. I love it here on planet Earth, and I'm really disappointed of the people who's making it something so simple and so beautiful such a living heck. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. That's all I can say, man. I love planet Earth. It's a beautiful place, and we got a handful of morons making it bad for us. Shouts out to the quote peasant people. Shouts out to the creative people. Shouts out to all the cool peeps. Once again, this place is dedicated for creative people, the black sheeps of the family, the odd ducks, the people who are daring to be themselves. This platform is dedicated to the artsy fartsies, for the people who want to make the step to walk in the right direction of being themselves. That's what this platform is for. Welcome in. All are definitely welcome here. That's what it says on our mission page. Elay TV is a menagerie of artistry, dedicated for all cool people. All are welcome, and it's a variety platform. Who knows what I'll be talking about tomorrow, what I'll be getting up to behind the scenes. Monday and Tuesday, I'm here dressed as a wonderful cow. Wednesday, I'll be on tomorrow with the ladybug. I'll be dressed as a ladybug, exploring the YouTube Bible. You'll watch me try to uncover, unearth, and learn some more YouTube rules. And then once I feel I've expressed myself enough in the topic of exploring the YouTube Bible, I'll move on to a different subject. But until then, it's YouTube Bible. Thursday, you'll be seeing me as myself in regular clothes. And then on Friday, your boy Hercules will be on, giving us a 30-minute set of comedy. That's all I can say. Hercules the shark, whether he knows it or not, the dude is hilarious. I sit back and I'll listen to Hercules live while I'm on my days off. And I'm like, I don't know if he knows we're laughing at him. It's a mix. We're laughing at Hercules and we're laughing with Hercules. The guy is a piece of work, man. And I'm glad he's here on the platform. Hercules the shark, we hired him in. We gave him a contract, so he's working with us now every Friday. So I tell you, shouts out to all of you guys for coming in, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you for putting the thumbs up in the chat. Replay gang, I will be here tomorrow. Don't talk with food in your mouth, LA. I'll be back here tomorrow morning. Until further notice, let me do the Morning Mood signing off song. A shoomer murmur, murmur, shoomer murmur, murmur, a shoomer murmur, shoomer murmur, murmur, murmur. I'm looking for my cows. I gotta do the cow song one more time because I'm not even paying attention to anything. Shoomer murmur, murmur, shoomer murmur, murmur, a shoomer murmur, shoomer murmur, 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 murmur. Hercules is off the wall. He needs some careers. He already think he has a career. That's the thing. He's a YouTuber now. He has a career. See y'all later. Thank you for coming in. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.